Hi YouTube, it's Trev here, Summit or Nothing, back today with the second video in the series of my planning the Dartmoor route. Last week you saw me sitting here and plotting it out on the OS map, and this week I'm going to do the same but onto Viewranger. If you're new to Summit or Nothing, then please hit that subscribe button for more hiking, camping, tent reviews, gear reviews, walking the Southwest Coast Path, mountain hiking, some fantastic adventures which I hope will help inspire to get you out onto the hills yourself. I don't know if you've seen the Viewranger app, but I think it's fantastic. Not only can you just track yourself, you can also plot the course on here, sync it up to your phone, and then you can follow the route. So I'm going to take Viewranger on my phone. I always use it as a backup. I like to use a map and compass while I'm out on the trail, but I can have Viewranger as a backup while I go. So if I do doubt myself where I am, I can always call upon Viewranger and it will pinpoint me. I can see there and then where I am on the map and then get myself back on track. There are other apps you can use. I subscribe to OS Maps as well. I've had the app, but the app never seemed as effective when I was out on the trail. It always seemed to put me somewhere different to Viewranger, and I found that Viewranger was spot on, and the OS map, sometimes I could be miles away from where it told me I was. Now I will point out that I've always had cheap phones. I've never bought top-notch phones, so it might be a different story on those, but Viewranger has always done me proud on those devices, whereas the OS maps I struggled. Now, it's worth mentioning I had Viewranger for I must have had it for like 3 years now. And when I first got it, I just downloaded the free version, and you get a basic map on there, which is surprisingly good, but it's obviously not as detailed as the OS map. With the free version, I found you could track your route, and then once you synchronise, all your routes and that will be on there, and you can look back over your routes via the OS map on the Viewranger here. So the free version was, well, it was good enough. I could record all what I was doing. I'm not so sure whether you could create routes and things, but you do that online anyway. But I've only just recently started doing that, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit. Also with the free version, then you can pay to download maps, and you could buy a map package, which I think was £10 for every national park in the country. So at first I bought that, but then it got to you have to download each map before you go. And in the end, someone said to me, look, you should really just subscribe to it for the year. I think it's £25 for a year. And I've done just that, and I've never looked back, really. It's brilliant what you can do. Wherever you go, it just streams OS maps to you. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can open up your Viewranger and see the OS version of your route. So it's worth doing just for that, just to have unlimited access to OS maps across the country. Another thing you can do once you've paid for the full version, you can look back at your routes and you can watch them through a 3D map. So you can get a 3D walkthrough of the terrain, which is a fantastic addition. So then even when we plan a route in a minute, we will be able to afterwards look at that route through this 3D fly-through, and you can see what the territory and the terrain that you will be walking is going to look like. Viewranger also works abroad. I've used it when I went to Germany and we've done some walks, and we've done some walks over in Romania when we went mountain hiking, and I set the routes recording. Even if you're not using it for directions, it's a great way of using the free app just to log every walk you're doing and the miles and the height you're gaining. It's just great fun. But anyway, we'll get now into converting the route over, and then we'll have a closer look at it then. Okay, so now we log into Viewranger, and then you come up here to routes and tracks at the top. So obviously you can download other routes from other people, so you go find a route and it will bring up different walks that there are around near you, but we're going to create a route. I've actually created some routes already, and I'm going to start putting all our walks on Viewranger, so if you do find Summit or Nothing on Viewranger, give us a follow and you can download and rate some of our walks and see how you get on with those. Okay, so we've logged into Viewranger, now we're going to create a route. So you go up to the top bar, routes and tracks, create a route from scratch. Now you can do this just for yourself, or like I say, you can put them up online so other people can look at them as well and download them. You can charge people to download them, although I'm going to set mine to free. It's only for credits to download other people's walks, but it's nice if we can all share, isn't it? So anyway, we're going to start this walk. We're going down to Ivy Bridge. You can zoom in and out as far as you like, but we like to zoom in to what your map's going to be, 1 to 25,000. As your OS map will be, and then you can be as accurate as you like with this or not. You see, once you get a point, then there's a point in between, and you can just drag that aside and sort of be as accurate as you like to following the path. And you sort of work your way through the map, doing that, adjusting, pulling aside, following the route. We're gonna probably just follow the footpath up along this bit past Weatherden Hill, so we'll make it fit to the footpath rather than the Two Moors Way as such. Now we'll do that for the entire track, back over the route that we've plotted, and then at the end we can have a look. Let's skip to the end. Okay, then once you've created your route, you will be able to find it in Routes and Tracks, My Routes. So if you click into there, you can go into Routes and Tracks, and you'll find it Dartmoor south to north. And then over this end of the table, you've got where you can edit it or you can bin it. Now, if you edit it, you can go in, and if you're going to make it live for other people, you can go up to Route Information, click that, and then you can start adding pictures, waypoints, tags, a description to make it easier for other people to find it and follow it. I'm not going to bother doing that at the moment, but I have done that with a few others. So like I say, if you follow me on here, you will find it. But what we can do is, if we go back to the Viewranger, Dartmoor south to north, click into it. What we can do, if you go to the menu bar up in the top corner, you can view in 3D. Now, as we're recording, you can swing your route around, have a look. So this is me leaving Ivy Bridge. Now I'm coming up onto the Moors and up onto the Two Moors Way. You can see the terrain that you're walking over, what you're coming up against, how high you are, where you dip down into the valleys. So it's really great. One of the perks of Viewranger that I think is great. I used to use Relive and use there, but I found that this version, it's a better quality on Viewranger than Relive. So anyway, that's that. Also then, of course, you can see your entire route. You can look back over it on this screen, or what you can do is down here you can see the altitude of your walk as well. So you can see, you know, the beginning bit is a massive climb from 100 meters up to just over 400 meters. So that's a big climb, not to be underestimated there, right out of the gate. So yeah, it's going to be a big walk. It also tells you how many miles it covers. You can set it between miles and kilometers. So I've always gone for the imperial measurements. That's what I'm used to. And it tells you your total ascent, your total descent, maximum elevation, and your minimum elevation. So then once you've got your route onto your computer, you've saved it, you've made it live if you want to make it live so other people can find you, as I said, or you can just do it, keep it to yourself until you've tested it. Then you open the Viewranger app on your phone, and when it's open it brings up the map. What you can do is click the three dots at the top, click into there, go down to sync, and then it synchronizes and it tallies up all the routes you've planned on the computer and all the walks you've done on your phone, and it sort of syncs them all together. And then once they're in there, you got your displays at the top, your different things. Go into your profile, routes, and there it is, Dartmoor south to north. So you click on that when you're there, get to the start location, start route, and then it will bring up your route and tell you where your next way markers are, and you can just follow that on your phone if you want, or you can just have it running in the background. To record a track is simple. From the home screen, you literally just press the green cross, record a track, and then choose walking, hiking, trail running, whatever. Just press it going. We'll go hiking, and then it just sets it going in the background there. Obviously this little target bit down here, you press that and it will centralize your map, so it will find where your location is. And the other little mark down here is for the Viewranger skyline, and you can set that going, and then you can look through your camera and it will tell you the name of all the peaks around you. So that only works on some devices. This is the first phone I've ever had that it works on, and I always forget to use it, but it's meant to be really good. So that's basically how I plan my route onto there and get it onto my phone. And next time we will look at what I'm carrying in my bag. Take care.